Hello and welcome to a new Moai Devlog. This is Devlog number 9, like the Beatles song. And yeah, it's been a while since I've shown you what I've been working on. Moai is a game that I've been working on for a while now. And as you can see here on the screen, I am currently working on the art assets that will go in the game. I actually come bearing huge news. The art that you can see me creating here is actually for the release of the alpha later this year. I've been working very hard on it, and thanks to the awesome help of Bardent here on YouTube, look him up, and his awesome video tutorials, I was able to program most of the Moai engine, so that makes it much easier to release in the coming months. This first alpha release is going to be a closed alpha only for people that are either on my Patreon or on my Discord. Both of those things are going to be in the description below. You can find links. Another thing, since we're talking about the Patreon, you can see now that I'm drawing a person in the background that is one of our supporters. And if you'd like your face to be in the game as a Moai statue, either in the background, in the foreground, or anywhere in the game, you can do it by joining the Patreon at any tier. We have the $1 tier, the $5 tier, and the $10 tier that we might be changing to a $20 tier, because as you're gonna see at the end of the video, I've also been working with a friend on some 3D models, some figurines, and one of those figurines, and this is like exclusive release, is gonna be a Moai figurine. So yeah, here you can see what we had before we started working on the game. This is about as much as I had completed earlier, and this is what we completed that you were seeing earlier. Or yeah, this is what we completed now. This much bigger. We have about, I think, 5 levels here. They're not done, but most of the ideas here, all those little blobs that look like Moai heads, your face could be in them. Here we see more supporters, friends, family, people that had given me money or like are working on the actual game. Those kind of people are in the game here, you can see. And then this is the actual levels. Here's the first level. This is gonna be the second level and the third level. Now you can see me working on the animations for Moai. These animations are not final yet. They're not 100% completed, but they lay down the groundwork for our sprite sheet that I later will take on into Photoshop and edit the frames individually and paint over them to get the actual final look that I want for Moai. But as you can see, I had some sketches that denote the different animations that we need, and then I just mess around with the different positions of the head. And this is a new style for me. It's like tweening, but not really. It's more, it feels like puppet animation, but I enjoy it. It looks good for Moai, and it's fast, and it allows me to see something moving instead of having to draw everything. So that's pretty cool on that regard. A big part of the game Moai is actually the climbing animation and the climbing mechanic, because it allows you to get up to higher places that you might not normally get up to, which makes for much more interesting level designs, because I don't have to just go to the left and right. I can also go up and perhaps down as well with my level designs. So that's pretty cool. That's about done. We can see the animations here now. This is the idol. He's a big guy, so he moves pretty slowly. This is his walk animation. This is his run animation. You can see that they're not 100% finished, but it's getting there. And now, this is the part where I take all these animations that I did in Adobe Flash and I export them into Photoshop so that I can turn them into sprite sheets and import them into Unity so I can actually see them working in the game. Here you can see that I have the wireframe animations and how I'm basically just editing that same sprite sheet with the new art. I do that because since this is already in Unity, editing it and saving it is gonna make it so that it's instantly inside the new Unity program. So I just click save on Photoshop, Unity reads that and updates the actual animations in game, and then I just have to edit that down a little bit to account for the frames I removed, and that's about it. To be able to create my own sprite sheets is a very fun experience because I grew up in pixel art communities in my younger years. So I grew up seeing all sorts of awesome sprite sheets and all that. So that's great. Here you can see the game inside the mobile tablet. It's currently being developed for mobile and Windows and Mac. This is just a simple menu screen with some really cool camera motions. It's all one big image that I can move around the camera depending on where I click. So that's great. And yeah, let's launch into what it looks like. Here we can see Moai start live. The animations are in Unity and we can see that they work. We can see that he runs, he can walk, he can jump, he can climb, he can do all sorts of things that are gonna make for a great experience. Yeah, here we can see him walking, and here we can see the climb animation. Let's see how that looks. Looks pretty cool. There's some bugs that we still need to figure out, but overall it's starting to look very good. And now we just need to figure out how to import the level art that we created in Flash into Unity, and that's that. We can release a game. Of course, after we add the soundtrack, but that's all coming. Here is a little intro that you saw in the beginning. It's also the outro for the game, so that's awesome. That's it. The video is coming to a close. I just want to let you know that you can subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think of the game so far. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, leave your email in a link below. And this is the awesome figurine that we're working on to release later this year for exclusively on Patreon for people that signed up. That's that. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. This was Moai. Peace. Before I released this video, I managed to put together this little first level test on Moai. So check it out. It has a little bit of parallax. It has some of the actual in-game art. It's not final, but it's getting there. So I'm very excited to show you this. Yeah, hope you like it.